try this again. Okay, ready? Yes. What do you say? Action. Action. All right. So this one we're gonna do on something that I've been working on a lot lately, and that's protecting my crossface or his crossface arm. So I'm protecting basically my head from being wrapped as they pass the guard, as he passes the guard, right? So we're gonna show it from half guard to begin with, but then I'm gonna demonstrate it from different positions, just more. It's more kind of like obvious from half guard when we do it from here, right? So what does Brian want? He wants to get past my knee shield, and then he wants to get an underhook on that side and a crossface on this side. Now there's many other variations of it, but he wants to get chest and chest and get head and arm control, right? He wants that underhook on the other side, and he wants the crossface here. And then he can start passing, you know, he passes to side control, etc. Right? He can get the underhook on this side maybe, and it gets pretty bad for me, right? So I have to work on that, but it's not that easy for him to get that underhook, let alone get past my knee shield and get the underhook. So what I do is I maintain my distance with my knee shield for a while, right here, right? And then this hand is gonna be here on top, so it's gonna be kind of hard for him. If he wants to get the underhook and he comes on this side, like on this side right here, I might arm drag him or something like that. So he makes some mistakes. He makes a mistake, he puts his body too far down on that side, he might, you know, pay the price for it. So a lot of times when I'm in this position, people try different things. People will go maybe here and stuff like this, try whatever he's doing. But anything he does, if I wanna stop him from passing, I really need to concentrate on the crossface arm. And then there are some follow-ups after that for attacks. But Brian starts playing his stop half guard. I'm always going to be monitoring this crossface, okay? Always, regardless of whether it's one-armed or two-handed or something like this. Now, the more he tries, let's say he got past my knee shield here. He gets past my knee shield. He's already in a position to go chest on chest. Excuse me. It's hard because I'm on my side, first of all. Even if he gets to chest on chest, if I maintain this hand, if I don't let him pummel it in and crossface me now, right? This is getting bad for me, right? But if I can maintain the grip here, and even if he puts chest on chest right here, and I still maintain this, I can still manage to get out of it because he does not have control over my head movement, okay, and my shoulders. If he has underhook, but he doesn't have that hand, he has the underhook there, I can still fight it for a little bit, right? There's still things I can do. I can knee lever him, I could use my elbow. There's a lot I can do, just given that I'm protecting my crossface. And how do we do that? The best way to do it is two-handed, right? So I can use two hands on his one arm. That's the best way, right? So if I go two palms down like this, that's not bad, right? But look where the weakness of my grip is, right here on the thumb, right? So it's going to be very easy for him. I'll do it one-handed just for the sake of demonstration. Very easy for him to pummel, and now this time you pummel, but you get your crossface. You pummel and you go for the crossface, right? If I have the knee shield, I could probably push him away still, but if he's past my knee shield, it's going to be hard to do anything, right? So even if I'm two-handed here, right? If he pummels, this is not going to stop him, right? Because he's going to pummel, and then he's going to come and lean into me this way, right? So this is not going to stop him. This is okay for a moment, and I will demonstrate why in a second. Now, what I want to do then is I want to get like a baseball bat grip, and this is the best way to approach this. So I'm going to go this palm up, okay? Let's move a little bit this way. I'm going to do this palm up. Why? Because now when he wants to pummel his hand, look where the weakness is. It's up here. It's not down here anymore, right? It's up here. So now when he wants to pummel his hand, he can't. If he pummels it, he's going to have to pummel it out. But if he pummels it out, I can work with it, right? Contrast that with this, where he pummels and he gets right on top. So my hand is palm up, and the other one is right here, okay? This is the best, or here. Now from here, if I let go of my knee shield, for example, and he starts coming forward and he's trying to do this, I can always pass it off to that side and start playing octopus guard from here. Or I can pass it off to that side, and the way to pass it off is by shooting my elbow into his armpit here. So I go over, and then I shoot, and I go armpit to armpit here, right, for the octopus. Or, come back please, yeah. Or I go this way, and I use my knee shield now, because when I create that space, I can bring the knee shield back. So even if he's smashing here, he's smashing, and I go up this way, I can bring my knee shield back, and now I can start attacking legs from here, right? I can start sweeping maybe and start coming up and all that stuff. And Brian is getting excited here. Yeah. All right, so this is what we're looking for in terms of defending. Now let's say Brian manages to, I'm right here, right? And he's not passing my guard. He's gonna pummel his legs and get, or maybe I got lazy here. He pummels his legs and passes my guard right here, right? So as he does that, just don't kick the microphone. As he does that, if I still manage to get a hold of the crossface arm, he can't really consolidate his pass. He will score points here, right? He's gonna score points and all that stuff. Go ahead and pass your knee. That's my hip, yeah, right there. He's gonna score points, but what this does is it leaves a lot of space for me here to, regardless of how he does that, if I can maintain it, it leaves a lot of space for me to start, you know, recovering now, or recovering guard. Oftentimes what people do is, let's come out this way and try not to kick the microphone as you go. Oftentimes when people pass the guard and I push the hand down, he'll put this shoulder down and walk around the other way. Walk over to north-south. Yeah, put this, and then walk this way, right? And now I lost him, right? Because this crossface arm changed its purpose, okay? So if he does something like this, this bothered me for a while because I don't know what to do exactly. But as he starts doing this, he puts his weight down, stuff here, puts his weight down on his left shoulder so he can walk around, right? So as he does that, my hips are free. I can still move, right? And as he keeps going around, I can come up to turtle, front headlock, bottom, etc., which is a lot better than having your guard passed. Not only that, but I'm in a good position to wrestle. If we come up to this position and I wrestle right away, I'll probably get the upper hand because of the level difference. So always monitoring this hand is a great tool. And then also, let's say that Brian is doing, go ahead and do like a body lock pass here. So we have, let's do it this way. No, yeah, this way so the camera can see. Yeah. So he's right here in my butterfly, and he's doing body lock, and he's passing to this side, right? There you go. So watch it. If I just let go, he puts his head on the other side, right? And put it a little bit higher on my shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Right now, if I don't monitor this hand, a lot of times what people do is I try to get an underhook and stuff like this, and then what does he get? Crossface. And now he's just passing the guard. This is not going to be much of a problem here. If I go, let's say from here, people do this. People start pushing. Push. He passes. Go ahead. He passes there. Just sort of, yeah. And then he gets his crossface, right? Because I was trying to frame on him. So if I frame on him, I can only push in one direction, but he doesn't need to come into this direction directly forward. He's going to turn his hips and go to the side, right? If he does the same thing, so sorry, let's get to that. If he does the same thing, right, he goes, he passes, and I monitor this hand. Let's turn slightly this way. Turn. And I monitor this arm here. He is past my guard, right, and all that. But he's got to make a choice here. Does he want this arm, or does he want to go north-south, or does he want to contain my hips? Because if he does none of those and he stays here for a second, right, even if he does lean forward and grab onto my hips and stuff like this, I can still recover my guard. There's enough room. If we're in this position and I don't grab his arm and I try to do something else here like this, then he's got me, okay? So controlling this arm is super important. I would suggest everybody try to do it and just play with it, because you know you go up against someone that's maybe you're not concerned about being on top too much, and you know you can always recover your bottom position to a top position. I would say those are the times to experiment and see how much it really slows down their attack and their ability to consolidate the pass. All right, thank you, Brian. We're gonna make another video, what happens if I lose this crossface in a moment, and we're gonna post it later. after this one. So what if I lose the crossface and it does get the crossface? We're going to make another one right now.